Well, guys, I wish I could make a Predator noise, but this is Prey, Hulu's original movie. Oh, that's good. That's good.
Okay.
Perfect.
That's
Thank
the best
you.
I got for you.
Better than what I got. You would have thought something was happening to me. But anyway.
Or he was doing something to somebody.
Anyway,
We're not going to get into what it was.
Hulu.
Even before we get started, though, I want to point out the fact that I like that these B-level movies can come out on streaming services, and you don't have to go to a movie theater to watch them. I think this is like a happy medium coming out of COVID, where we kind of go to the movies to see your AAA experiences, but then like these littler things can come out on streaming services, and it's like Hulu's #1 premiere of all time.
Okay, because I mean, you would imagine that Hulu, Netflix,
For a movie,
Prime are all just grabbing money hand over fist.
Yeah.
Because of, the past 2 years, and we're trying to, like you said, I love that happy medium. But I think Prey simply, it was good, man. I don't know how else to put it, but I found a new love. Amber Midsummer. My God. Let me tell you about that. Okay, that could have been just her the whole show. I didn't care.
I like the fact that it was very easy to follow. It was you turn your brain off almost.
Right. It was intro to Predator, so this rolled it back to, I'm going to say prequel of...
It was very long.
Yeah, very long. It was like 1700s, Native American tribes, and
I almost wish
the
it was
white
all
man.
sub. I wish they would speak their native language and it wasn't English. That was the one thing I kept saying all the way throughout. I am not like a snub. I don't need you to make this Indian
talking
tribe
in the
speak
language
fluent English, and
then
they'll revert to their native language like every now and then go right back to English.
I truly think that's because though I've seen shows do this before where they'll start talking in their language to where we can't understand it and then flip to English to they're still talking their same language. We're just now part of them. We understand them to where we didn't understand the French.
I don't know if that's the way we were supposed to.
Oh, I did. I fully did because I've seen that before.
They went back and forth between their native language and English. So I think they just knew both languages, and it was kind of like
she didn't know English.
I think it was just like pick one. I don't know. I
don't know. Let us know because are we right? Who's wrong? Whatever.
Yeah, I think
that's something
I would have
fun.
much rather preferred the movie, and I'm nitpicking. I just would have preferred the movie to be all subbed.
Sure.
When
and
they were
I would never. You would never catch me dead about a year ago saying this, but I could have took that because it would have made you. I think when in this movie they had the language barrier, and you felt that like when the French were talking to you, it's like, what are they going to do to me? What are they going to do to her? And who am I going to have to kill because they're going to touch her?
So I didn't know this either, but there have been multiple Predators in the Predator universe. I guess because
Predator movies?
No, Predator beings.
Oh, yeah. That's like a race of things.
But I guess they inferred that when Predator was dropped off on the planet, the spaceship flew out of the atmosphere.
And you've had this being the prequel.
There's like a race of them.
Right. Yes. Yeah. Because you saw Alien versus Predator.
Right. So I just didn't know that there had been multiple Predators.
Now, it's been a long time since Predator, the original movies.
Yeah.
Like in the 80s and early 90s. Right. And then they had Predators with, what's his name? The big nose guy.
I don't know. You let me know if you think of his name.
I will. I'll get back to you. We'll just
get into this movie, though. It was a very easy to follow story. Mm-hmm. It was about this one tribe. It was a coming of age story of a hunter-gatherer. And I thought she played a very good role.
Naru was not going to be, or Naru, I'll say, if that's how you say it. Naru wasn't going to be that traditional gatherer that's the female's role in a tribe. She wanted to be some warrior badass, tied some strings to her hatchet, deadly as shit with that. And could she go toe-to-toe with the Predator? Maybe.
Yeah, the fight scenes were pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
The CGI was pretty good. There were some issues but I mean, you come to expect these things. It's not going to be perfect.
Like you said, B tier movie. Yeah. This is not a theatrical release.
Right.
This is a
AAA big studio type of release.
I think altogether, you said it's coming of age story. Beautiful. Yeah. I think the concept and the idea was neat because we've only ever seen Predator in future, current, things like that. And now this was like, This was when they first came here.
So I don't know. One of the gripes I had about it was, I don't know if you know this trope or not about the bad guy never doing what he's supposed to do very quickly, and then it would have like ended most like hero movies that have ever been created. He had so many chances to kill this woman, and he seemed like he was like, "I'll kill you later. I'm gonna go do this other thing."
She
first.
wasn't seen as a threat.
But at the very end scene with her and the Frenchman, where it was, I mean, he walked right by her. He basically almost gave her like a bump, like in the hallway at high school, excuse me, as he walked by her to kill him, when she was very much,
but she
very
took that
clearly
flower.
More of a threat in that situation than he was.
But he couldn't see her.
I must have missed that then.
Yeah, because that orange flower she carried around in that pouch,
yes,
it actually took your core temperature down.
Yes, it takes your. You know what? I missed that. You're completely right.
Yeah.
She did that. Yes.
Yeah, and because she knew she saw that when she gave it to the
That's right.
one of the first French guys because he lost his leg, gave it to him to shut him up, and he walked over him because I guess either the helmet or their vision is that way because they got that helmet off,
and they didn't even
times.
see. And you're right, it didn't see that his temperature was
Right.
So yeah, that was an instance where. But there were other ones in the scene.
Oh yeah,
in the movie throughout it that he could have taken her out easily, and he didn't for one reason. Well, when she was tied up with the chain, I get that because she wasn't a threat then. When the French
because she was like the animal trapped.
Yeah. I liked the scene with the French. I'll tell you something I liked about it. The movie in general, there was no love interest. We don't need that.
I didn't think about that
in every movie. I kept saying, please don't introduce like a Frenchman,
some big guy that she falls in love with, saves her twice.
Oh my god!
You're right though. This was a strong female lead.
Yeah,
I thought she acted very well.
It was straightforward.
Yep, it was a clear-cut story.
It was her and Predator,
and it showed a little bit of her family.
I liked
and a little
her
bit of that. Yeah, loved her brother. I thought he did well.
The scene at the end. Where not at the end, his last scene.
Yeah,
I thought it was really good.
It was done.
And he beat the shit out of the Predator there for a minute.
Because you got to think they're trained warriors.
Yeah, absolutely.
And he was the best of their tribe. Yeah. And I thought, I don't know, I just this movie was up my alley.
It was a pleasant surprise for me because I was assuming it was just going to be some like sea-level type movie garbage, terrible CG. And I went into it thinking, what kind of relationship story are they going to play? Right. What kind of tropes are they going to lean on? And I didn't get a lot of that.
This was unique.
It was just very straightforward, and I think the time period made that a little bit.
And
better.
I love that they chose that time period.
Yep.
Pre-industrial America,
which is bullshit because it gave him such an advantage. The Predator.
Oh God, yeah. He's like from I don't know what. He's even beyond our time.
It just makes it show like the original movies. Like they couldn't take him out with all those guns.
Right. And this girl's got a hatchet on a string. Doing great.
He has a yo-yo for a hatchet, and she took him out.
It was good though.
The scene with the bear was really good.
Oh yeah, and he was like going after like the Predator. He was going after like top.
Apex predators.
Yes, thank you. I could not think of that word.
Yes.
But yes, he was going after that. The wolf, bear.
The bear, and then it was like, oh, these humans, they pose a bigger
hunters.
threat. Yes, exactly.
And I liked how those hunters with their long rifles, they all fire the shot. I'm like,
and then the Predator would take the mist and like put the mist on the skulls and then put it on his trophy case.
Yeah, like melted everything off of it.
I'm not very versed in the Predator sphere.
I'm here or there. So, like it's been a while. Yeah. And I think this was a
very
cool,
surface level.
Cool intro, free if you have Hulu. You know, those kind of things. And for free, I don't know where else to go but Layman's Review, and then you can see if it's worth it.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, faux show.
It was a B-level movie,
Absolutely.
And I thought it was... And we... just so everyone knows, a B on our show is
impressive.
Good. It's good.
Because when you're looking at it, you have to look at the videos that A, what you've already graded, what you've put in S and A. Okay. Does it compare to them? This is in the 30 seconds or 40 seconds it takes me to write that letter, whatever it is. It's my brain's like, all right, was it this? Is it better than that? Did I like it this much? Did I like that? Yeah. No, I loved it as a fan. Like I just liked the concept, the idea, like everything we talked about. But ultimately, was it at that A or that S? No. But B is great because there's still...
I don't know if Predator as an IP could ever get there. It would have to tell like a very deep story and involve some things that I don't think Predator is capable of doing at this point. I don't think it's meant
for that.
But it isn't.
It's like Jurassic Park.
Yeah, exactly. Except it was better than...
Yes, it was better than Jurassic Park. But if you want...
It's above his head. It wasn't good. Spoiler alert. We're talking about Dominion, of course.
Yes.
Which we had to go to the movies to see. Unlike this,
right?
And like we
so
said,
comparing them,
yeah, exactly. We saved all this money.
It
was a better movie. I was more comfortable, although the chairs at the movie theater, we get the recliners.
They're stepping their game up. I'll tell you.
Yeah, they're like, we have to compete with living rooms now. All right, recliners. Yeah, although I will also say before we close here is at the movie theater, you get to pick your seat before you go. Remember when we grew up?
Real convenient.
You had to run to the movie theater and stand in line half an hour before it started. If you got there 5 minutes before a movie started, you were going to get the worst seat if you were lucky enough to have enough together for you and whoever you went with.
Now it's like, the credits rolling. Let's go.
Yep. And your seats just wait for you. They'll bring you food and you can drink beer. Yeah. Anyway,
come on, Hulu. Movie keep bringing these movies.
You are doing a good enough job to keep your business rolling. Yeah, and there are enough things coming out that we're going to go actually see in the movie theater. Guys, that was Prey on Hulu. I definitely recommend to watch.
For sure.
If you are even like remotely interested in sci-fi or Alien and Predator or that type of science fiction, give it a watch. We both really liked it.
Put the phone down for an hour and a half and you got yourself a movie.
You got it. As always, like, comment, subscribe. Let us know in the comments what you thought about Prey.
Yeah.
And we will see you on the next episode of Layman'S Review.